Hey there, and welcome to another edition of the Akashic Portal Weekly. We're looking at the week of July 12th through the 18th, 2021. Wow, how did we get here? I'm your host, Jen Dishan, jendishan.com and Akashic Swan Guidance. And I am using the Illuminating Journey cards that I created with the guidance of the Akashic Records. So I've already asked the cards, what do we need to know for this week? And let's see what is revealed. The first card that comes up is the 12, Akashic Portal 12. I find this really interesting. Of course, we're starting with the 12 this week at 3, the number 12, on Monday the 12th. And this feels like it is a time of movement, the movement that comes from a sense of awareness. What are we dedicated to? What are we wishing to discover, know more about, explore? We know there is change. We've all been through a lot of different things to bring us into a space of change. So we are aware that things around us are changing. And that's what this card is showing us, that in the midst of chaos, of a lot of movement and change, books flying, letters flying, knowledge moving, that we're still in the middle. That's us, in the awareness that around us is a whirlwind of change. And the best way to move forward in change is by standing still, getting super focused. What is it that we are wanting more of in this time of change? Sometimes to be or receive more wisdom, or greater wisdom or knowledge, we have to take a journey. We have to allow ourselves to release our devotion to what has been. You know, many of us have been devoted to keeping the status quo, making sure nothing changes. And that's been our role for a long time as kind of, if you want to call them stationary keepers. We want to keep everything the same, make sure nothing goes wrong, so we know what's next. And the place we're at now is indicating that that kind of behavior or adoration to the static is no longer possible. So in the midst of everything around us moving, changing, we have to get focused. We have to find the core strength within us to go, okay, who do I need to be? What do I need to know in order to get to the next step, in order to go through this process, in order to become more wise, more connected to what is happening around in the earth and around me in the world. I find this fascinating that the second card is a 30, which is also 3. 1 and 2 is 3. And here we have the 30, which is considered the palest card in the deck that has the absence of color, if you will. And there's a figure in the middle. So pretty much in this one, the figure is in the middle, kind of devoted to who do I need to become? And this one here is speaking about the depth of that. So it's as if you're going internally into the depth of who you need to become and going, okay, I'm going inward, going from full color here to the space that is colorless, if you will, that allows you to be available to all color and to what is the mystery, the beauty, the creativity of your journey. What is the essence of your soul at this time? What is the thing you seek to uncover, create, bring to fruition? And this card is speaking very much to that part of you that wishes to birth something new, birth your voice in a new way, your sense of knowledge and knowing. It's like I'm going on a journey. This is who I am. And here I'm losing my attachment to all the things that I have kind of, all the structures, all the color, all the things I put around me that I've held to be true. And now I'm stripping it away and going, okay, I don't know what's true anymore. I don't know what's real anymore. And so therefore I'm taking this experience of discovery. And it feels like this is the road or the route to greater wisdom, to greater awareness, greater stillness within you, greater sense of your own being coming alive. It's as if the nature within you that is being held back or constrained is being freed. So whatever you want to do with that, what will you do with that? This knowing that everything you're beginning to create is from a place within you, and you're seeing everything around you in a new way because it doesn't have color unless you give it color. It doesn't have meaning unless you give it meaning. And the third and final card is the 23. Wow. I'm always amazed at how these cards come out in this, the way that they do. So, whoops. It has a 3 and it has a 2. It's like 2 3s. We just had a 3 and a 3, and now we have 2 3s. So this card is very much about taking a journey. Now, remember I talked about taking a journey, and this is the preparation, taking the journey, preparing to leave or being still in the chaos, saying, okay, it's like me when I was moving. I had to deal with everything around me. It's like, okay, I've got all these things, I've got to do something with them. They have to find a place, so I have to let go of them so I can move. And then going like, okay, here I am. I'm in the whiteness or the lack of color of the life I'm creating. So however that speaks to you. And now this is the actual journeying forth. This is the moment when we go, okay, this is who I am. This is the place I am. This is the desire I have. So I'm committing to that journey. Whatever it is that I've now decided is the next growth area for me, or the place I want to be, or the things I want to learn. Just woke up with this thought today that in my dream, I was trying to, or needed to go through this certain passage. And I couldn't figure out which one, like which decision to make in my dream. And when I woke up, it was like, yeah, but I really need to make my decision based on what I want to experience, right? What do I want to experience? Because when I know what I want to experience, then I understand that the choice is based on where I want to go. How much do I want to get where I want to go? How much do I want to experience what I want to experience? So that will then offer me the knowledge of what my next step could be based on the choices. So there's this idea right here of you are being given a challenge, an opportunity, a moment to go, okay, this is my path, and maybe there are 3 trails, and I am going to choose my level of difficulty, or my level of willingness to, or my level of speed, or my level of experience, or whatever it is that you're doing, to have this experience, to get to this place, to kind of revolve or evolve into where I'm going. So it very much is this opening up into the journey. Who do I want to be to go to what I want to become, right? There is a saying people often use, which is, you have to become the person you need to be to get to where you're going. And this is kind of like this. Although many of us choose to focus on something, a prize, right? I want to have X, and therefore, what do I need to do? This journey is the soul journey. So it is, I want to experience a certain thing. I want to be able to express a certain thing. How do I get there? And how capable am I so that I can honor my own needs and to really extrapolate what I need from this journey to go to that next level. So we can take shortcuts, but how prepared are we on a soul level, an emotional level, a spiritual level, a mental level, a physical level to, are we shooting straight up? Are we taking a different route? And so the awareness of this, the cycle of our next beginning is in all of this, that calling us to the journey, into the unknown, into the place that we are prepared ourselves, like the place we're on right now, we have prepared to be here. And we may not feel like it, but that's really what's happening, is it's the invitation to go to the next level. And in that invitation, we find the stillness, the quietness, the place within where we know, okay, this is what I want to create. This is what I want to experience. This is my inner world that I want to bring into focus. So this is where I need to go. This is my entry point. This is what I'm willing to do. This is what I'm giving towards. This is the kind of, if you will, the price I'm paying, or however you want to put it. It's my entry fee to the next level. I'm choosing the way I'm going to go forward. All of this feels incredibly spiritual in a sense, that all the figures are standing in the center, kind of taking it in and making a choice. And so think of it like that. Like, even though when you're taking a spiritual journey, there is a physical component, there's a mental component, the emotional, all of that is part of the journey. And so all the pieces must be with you to take the journey forward. So let me know how that lands for you, because I'm always interested to see how you are going on the journey. It's very strange how, and wonderful, that we can all go on the same journey, or shall I say, it's like we're taking the same journey in different ways. So even though the pieces outside might not look the same, we're pretty much doing similar things in our own way. We're learning how to lead ourselves into what has value for us, to become spokespeople for ourselves and for the environment we live in, and to connect to the people that matter to us and the experiences we want to have. We want to be kind of in charge of our own experience and be able to go, okay, that's not possible now, or this is possible, and this is what I have to do. I'm missing a piece. This is what I have to learn. So wishing you well this week. And let me know how you're doing. Of course, I love subscribes and likes, comments, etc. The Illuminating Journey cards are for sale. So if you are interested in investing in a deck, let me know. I'll post the things below, and I will see you next week. And I'm Jen Duchenne of jendushen.com and Akashic Swan Guidance.